Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, my computer decided I need to verify it and won't let me. I'm a little concerned about what's going on my computer and Facebook. So I'm on my phone, took me a minute. And I think I'm still on time. I was a minute and a half late. My humble apologies to everybody. It's a little harder to see all the little comments when I'm on the phone, but I'm going to still try to watch them, see what I can see what pops up. See a lot of folks are coming in. Nice to see it's kind of neat on the phone. I get to watch the little bubbles of people go across to the top. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Cynthia. How's everybody doing today? Now, if you got any prayer requests, you can put them in there. I will be going through them, but just writing them down and putting them out there is nice. And even if you don't write them down, they're already in the ether. If you think them, they're out there already. It's already part of your prayers done. And what is it Reverend Michael was saying even yesterday about it? That the prayer in itself is the answer to the prayer. And that's kind of cool stuff. Reverend Michael was on fire yesterday. It was so good to be there at Agape. Hi. How's everybody over here? Let's see. Cynthia, Ray, Portia, Danae, Cynthia. Good morning. It is so hard to follow everybody on this little thing they got over here, just this tiny little bit over here. But it is a beautiful morning. I came out this morning. I could feel the air because the marine layer is still here. And sometimes when you walk around LA in the morning, it's not really raining, but you feel drops of water just in the air. It's so powerful. I just love it. And yeah, most of the time it burns off at around noon, and you would get nice, beautiful sun. Ooh. And I love that feeling in the morning when everything is crisp. Good morning, Sally. Good morning, Clarinet. Prayers for the planet. Yes, Katie. Okay. Yes, and this week at Agape, the prayer class is starting on Tuesday night. I'm going to be facilitating that, and I'm really looking forward to participating in that. The 6 separate teachers for 6 separate parts of the prayer. And I think that's going to be awesome. And if you haven't signed up, you still can. And it's pretty cool, because if you guys have noticed, when we do these prayers, there's a logic to them. There's steps that we take. I mean, we flow, we go in and out, and everybody's got a little bit of their own style, but it's you start off the prayer and you got gratitude. That's the way you start your day. That's the way every prayer starts. Then you go to recognition. Recognition is where you're acknowledging that the only thing going on is life, and God. That's it. Boom. And if that's the only thing going on, then you go to the third step. And that third step is unification. If God's all there is, then I too am God. God is me, I am God. And Reverend Michael was talking about yesterday how when he first said that, people were there were in his in the organization, the religion he was in at the time, the teachings he was in at the time, said to him, "Oh, you can't teach that." He was like, "But it's the truth. Why can't I teach it?" Right? So, unification. I am. And then it goes from unification, it goes to realization. And I like to call realization the therefore step. If God is and I am, therefore, and realization is talking about what is the truth. If God is and I am, then this is, and that it's an absolute. God is, I am, therefore, boom. And I love that. And then it goes to the thanksgiving step, and it's a little different than the gratitude step. Thanksgiving is thanks for the truth to all these words. Thanks for all that. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you for knowing the truth to this. Thank you for revealing the truth to that. Thank you for speaking these truths. And then it goes to release. And that's so, just let it go. Let it go. Don't hold on to all the stuff. We don't even have to know what we're letting go of. Just let it go. Release and let it go. 6 steps to affirmative prayer treatment. And it's a treatment because it's a healing treatment. And the healing is all within. It takes place within us, within me. I am praying for my healing. No matter who I'm praying for, what I'm praying for, where I'm praying, and what I'm doing, it always comes back to praying to see, praying to be, so that I see the world and know the world the way it is. So cool. So, Lenoris, yes, I am in gratitude always. Yes, namaste. Jane, praying for prayer request to approved, accepted. Yes. Prayers and affirming optimal health. Yes, Jennifer. I love it. All the prayers that go by. But as I said, they're so tiny on my phone that I'm probably going to have to read most of them later, just because it's just it gets very difficult to see them all. Now, I was looking at what to read, and I've been reading from Spiritual Liberation, and not this Wednesday, but starting the following Wednesday, because this Wednesday we have Freedom Path meeting. If you haven't, you're welcome to join us on that. Melanie and I co-lead the Freedom Path ministry together on Wednesday night, and you can find that at agapelive.com and sign up and get the link. And then the next Wednesday, I'm starting to read on this in my Burke Club, which on my Facebook page you can see the links for, and I look forward to reading that book chapter by chapter and going through the whole thing with folks and then talking about it. But today I'm going to read the book of the month, and I guess they probably picked it because the prayer class is starting, is Prayer, How to Pray Effectively from the Science of the Mind by Ernest Holmes. Hold on. Tickle. There's so much healthy pollen in the air these days that my nose just tickles. And I'm grateful for all that beautiful pollen that is beefing up my immune system and making me a stronger, more powerful human unit here on this planet. Yes. So, prayer. I'm going to read from the prayer book. Book of the Month at Agape. And I'm reading from page 34. And this is a great book, by the way, guys. If you're in the prayer class, you'll probably be asked to get this book. And if you're not in the prayer class, I'm suggesting that you buy this book. Prayer by Ernest Holmes. And he's the guy that wrote the Science of Mind book. In fact, kind of is Science of Mind. So, I turned to page 34, and there's a spot that says conviction. And I love this, and I didn't just turn to it. I had my marker in it for some reason, so I figured, let's check the markers. But check the marker first. And this is powerful. And conviction. Okay. Guys ready? Here we go. Good morning. Good morning, Asu. Good morning, Harriet. So wonderful to have everybody here. Carolyn. Yes, Harriet. Okay, mental conviction. Page 34, prayer book. Mental science does not deny the divinity of Jesus, but it does affirm the divinity of all people. It does not deny that Jesus was the Son of God, but it affirms that all men are the sons of God. And I just like to just say this, even though it's been said before. The book's written in the past, and man is kind of just human. And sometimes I'll try to edit them out, but I don't always. And please bear with me on that. All men are the sons of God. It does not deny that the kingdom of God was revealed through Jesus, but it says that the kingdom of God is also revealed through you and me. Jesus said, "If ye have faith of a grain of mustard seed, ye shall until this mountain remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you." Faith is centered in and cooperates with divine mind. Because we fail to realize that principle is not bound by precedent, we limit our faith to that which has already been accomplished, and few miracles result. When through intuition faith finds its proper place under divine law, there are no limitations, and what are called miraculous results follow. While Jesus remained with the disciples, their faith for the most part was of the same essence as his. But as the years passed and his followers became more and more immersed in objective organization, they ceased to preach the necessity of a living faith. In fact, a few hundred years later, the Christians were teaching that the early miracles merely proved the divinity of Jesus. If we are to have an active faith, the faith of God instead of merely a faith in God, our thought must be centered in universal mind. We are convinced that under divine law, all things are possible if we only believe and work in conformity with the principles of that law. Such a faith does not spring full-orbed into being, but grows by knowledge and experience. No matter what the outside appearance, we must cling steadfastly to the knowledge that God is good, God is all, underneath, above, and around about. Thus, we shall be able to say with conviction, "I know in whom I have believed." And I like to take it even a step beyond believed. Those little moments when I evolved from a belief to an absolute knowing. That is so freeing, so powerful. When I just know that everything is one. It's all God. And as Reverend Michael was talking about, God never works against self. Life is always lifing. Lifing God, nature. Through us all is what I wrote up above this. Not a little big note, just a small little note. But what I should add to that is as us all. God, excuse that. Like I said, there's some tingle in the air, and it just feels good, but at the same time, it tickles. So, that was page 34 on prayer. How to pray effectively from the science of mind. And in this, and in the Science of Mind book, when he talks about prayer, he defines it as spiritual mind treatment. That every prayer is a treatment. A treatment. That the prayer itself. So, it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Over here it says, I wrote a little note on the side that says, duality rises. And that's because things pop up that we feel separated from the one. And those are little gifts that come to remind us to, again, look at ourselves, look inward, live inward, know that you have all you need. It's already all here. You are a divine being as the life of God. Wow. Now, When I was a kid, if I said that in the church I grew up in, people would they would frown at me. And you know what? They did. Because I did say things like that. And when I look back at it, that was a good thing. And I also had a little note here, faith of God, not in God. So faith of God. Have the faith of God, not the faith in God. It's like all the great teachers are these great examples. And so many religions take these beautiful examples of who I am and turn it into the greatest exception. And this other person is this. We're going to put him up here, and we're going to worship him. And if we worship him, we get to go through this miserable existence as a human being, but then we get to go to heaven later on. I choose heaven now. Right here, right now, on planet Earth. Gaia loves me, and I love Gaia. Okay. And my ringer is on, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, so I'm going to turn it off. Sorry about that. My phone was quirking on me and blocking everything, and I'm not used to doing this on the phone, so it pops up different stuff for me. So I'm back. If I lost you for a minute, my humbleness apologies. What the heck? Did I lose everybody? It says 0 down below. Is everybody here? Did I lose everybody? Please let me know in a message in there. Everybody's here? Okay, good, cool. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the prayer, and I'm not going to try to turn stuff off again when the phone's running. I'm just going to let whatever mistakes I've left on just run through it, and if my phone howls at us while we're doing it, then my phone howls at us while we're doing it. So, here I am, the conviction of a mustard seed. I am. So powerful. So, and here I am, surrounded by all of these beings that are one inside the life of God. It feels really good just to be here and know I am. I am so grateful to be here. I am grateful. When I woke up this morning, my first thing was I was grateful. I was alive. I was lying there in my bed. I was breathing. The blood was flowing through my veins, and I knew that I get to be me for another day. I am grateful that I am Kelwin. I love Kelwin, and I'm grateful to be here and be me. I am grateful for this wonderful mist that we have that comes off the ocean and cools everything down at night. No matter how hot it gets in LA, it always seems to cool down at night. I am grateful for Agape and the amazing teachings and the amazing love and the amazing expression of gratitude that I feel when I'm there and when I'm participating in anything taking place with it. I am grateful for my vision. I am grateful for my sense of feel, my sense of touch. I am grateful for my sense of smell. I'm grateful for my sense of taste. I am grateful for my family, my birth family. I'm grateful for my chosen family. I am grateful for you, my Agape family. I am grateful just to be. I am grateful. Say that out loud. Say it out loud. Be there. I am grateful. Doesn't even have to be a what it's for afterwards. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for the life, loving of everything. I am grateful for life, lifing. Life, lifing is everything. That is what God is. God is life, lifing, and it is taking place down to the smallest little neutron or whatever you want to call them, all the way to the biggest universes. Life is lifing everywhere as everything. Make no mistake. If it is God. Period. Absolutely. And in God, every single thing that takes place is creating more life in one way or another. Life is lifing as all things, all everywhere. All things, all the time. Every one of us is lifing. Oh, it feels so good to know that. To know that I am lifing. Lifing is Kelwin. Kelwin is lifing. As are each and every one of us right here. We are lifing. And as life moves forward, lifing through, and as each one of us, it just keeps on going no matter what. There is no beginning to life. There is no end of life. There is only lifing, and we are that lifing truth that is all things. So today I know that these prayers, there are prayers in here for things that are going on in the world. There are prayers for people in the world. There are prayers for the critters in the world. There are prayers for the violent pockets of the world. And every other prayer that is in here, I know that these prayers are going out into the divine life that is lifing of all things. The perils of being outside. Lifing. Right now, I say an acknowledgement and a prayer, knowing that where there is suffering and disease and chronic illness or any other physical things taking place to any of our bodies or the bodies of our loved ones, pets, people we know or people we don't know, that in each and every one of those places, lifing is there with them as them. Lifing is there with them as every single person and being that surrounds them. That lifing is taking place and healing is taking place in this perfect journey of God as me, as we. Lifing is taking place. And right now, this healing can encompass many different things. Many of the healing things are healings of the body, and many of the healings are healings of the soul. As we move forward through this life, that we have contracts with everything around us, I know that in each and every one of these moments, in each and every one of us, in each and every one of we, lifing is moving forward, creating more of life. I know this to be true of individuals. I know this to be true of places and things and people and societies. That in this society right now, lifing is expanding the love and the compassion of what I call God. Lifing. It is just growing and growing and growing. And each time something happens that people see and says, oh, that's so terrible, that is so terrible, the world comes out the other side of it more compassionate and more loving, because lifing creates more lifing, and God always moves forward and advances the awareness of love, compassion. Always. Everything that takes place is moving the world, the universe, everything forward into being more of itself. So right now, Yes. Yes, right now, this very second is the only thing that ever takes place. And each second there's another now coming. And the way to prepare for the now is simple. Take a breath. Consciously breathe and know that right now, in this minute, God is here as we. And all the amazing power that moves the universe, that moves the stars, that moves the planet, that flows the rivers, that drives the rain. All that power is you. In you, as you. In me, as me. In we, as we. Know this. Know this. Have the conviction of a mustard seed. It's so simple. And don't mistake simple with easy. I'm not saying it's all easy. What I'm saying, it's super simple. Super simple. God is. Life, lifing is. And life is always lifing. Everything. Take a minute. Slow down right here, right now in this prayer. And whatever thoughts that have been passing through your head, let them go like the clouds that drift in front of the sun. Because remember, I'm looking up now. All I see is white clouds everywhere, full fog of the ocean. But I know, I don't just believe, I know that above those clouds, the sun is shining. The sun is always shining. Feels good. It feels good. It just plain feels good. So, for all the critters on the planet, I know that life is lifing. For all the places of war-torn or natural disasters, I know that there too, life is lifing. For every person feeling any pain, feeling any discomfort, feeling any disease, chronic or otherwise, I know that life is lifing. For every single thing taking place on this planet right now, right here with each and every one of us, with us, as us, life is lifing. Life is lifing. Life is lifing. So I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful for knowing it. I'm thankful for the conviction that I have in knowing that. And the freedom that it gives me. I am thankful for this freedom that gives me. I am thankful for the truth of each and every one of these words. I am thankful. I give thanks. And then I let it go. I let it go into the big yes, the big love, the big compassion, the big abundant everything. I let go of my little things that hurt sometimes. I let go of the thought that the world is a vile and ugly place. I let go of every single thing that does not serve me right here, right now. Yes, that does not serve me, because me and we are one. The we. If it doesn't serve the we, I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. And as I let it go, I just say, and know. And so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. Thank you. I love you. I love every one of y'all. I wish I could see all these messages clearer, and so it is. Philip, thank you. Epic. I like that. That's cool. Conviction of a mustard seed. Gratitude for my lifing. Yes. I am grateful from Pia. Alice, love, compassion. Oh! Yeah. I got my little tripod on top of a bucket and I almost knocked it all over. But that's okay. You would have had a view of you would have just had a view up of the tree for a moment. I'll give that to you anyway. Look at that. It's a beautiful, majestic being, that tree is. Yes, it is. All right. I'm going to read all these through after I'm done here. I'm going to sit down and go through every single one of them. Signed in as me, so I can say hi to you all. We're back and good. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciated that. It's like, woof. You got to be careful what you do on your phone. You can disconnect the whole thing, and then you got to start all over. And when that happens, you know what? That's just life and the flow. Flow. It's like, when I think of the flow of life, hi, Simone, hi, Nikki, Valerie. Somebody the other day asked me what my name meant, Kelwin. Well, my parents didn't consciously even know the meaning of the name when they changed my name from my given name when I was born they gave me, which is my dad's name, but my dad decided he didn't want to go through 20 years with 2 Bruces in the house, and they renamed me Kelwin. Nobody ever knew what it meant, and then one day I looked it up, and I love it. It means, the definition I found for it is from the narrow waters. So my name Kelwin is from the narrow waters. It's a flow that is always expanding into something wider, because I'm coming from the narrow. It just gets bigger. So, from the narrow waters. What a powerful name that I was given, even though my parents didn't consciously know the meaning of it. The universe did. And I love that. From the narrow waters. That's Kelwin. That's my name. That's so cool. So, I don't know why that popped up and being silly on it, but it did. So, I'm absolutely afloat. Thank you. Lovely, powerful name. Thank you, Caroline. I like it. There were times when I was a kid I didn't like it so much because, kids get mean and I didn't have a regular name. And kids with regular names, other kids made fun of back then. And I suppose they probably still do today. I don't know if it's to a lesser extent or not. But you know what? All the stuff that happened to me back then was life-in me, bringing me to now. And you see, if each and everything that happened then hadn't happened, and if my perception of them then had been different, because I have time traveled, I've gone back and re-perceived the things that took place to me and changed a lot of what they happened, which changed who I am and created who I am through the time. But if during the time that those things happened, I hadn't experienced it with the perception I had then, I wouldn't be who I was today, and I wouldn't be sitting here with the we that we are in this group. Each and everything of this takes place, leads you to those things. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. So, I can go back now and I can heal some of the things going on in my life today by changing the perception and the things that happened back then. But thank God I had the perception that I had back then, because then I wouldn't be here now. If I hadn't had the perception I had when I was a kid, and just my life was a mess, right? Looking at it. But if I hadn't gone through all that, my son Ryder wouldn't necessarily exist today with me as Ryder. My son Asher wouldn't be here today with us as Asher. So, all the things that took place in my life, I needed to take place. It's like, I love it. I saw an interview, read an interview, I guess, with Madonna. And I love the woman for this. No matter what she does in life or who she is or whatever else she's done, and she does some crazy stuff, I love it because she was asked in an interview, you've done some pretty crazy stuff. She goes, yeah, I have. Pretty stupid stuff. I've done some pretty stupid stuff, she said. And he said, what are your biggest regrets? And she just said, I don't have any. And the guy was like, all these things you've done that you acknowledge were kind of stupid and these things. She said, well, what, you don't regret them? She said, nope. He said, would you do them again? She said, no, I'm not stupid. I've learned from them, but I don't regret them because I took each and every one of those moments to bring me to who I am now, and I love who I am now. And I was like, I love you, Madonna. What a beautiful thing. And this is the lifing that I'm talking about. This is it. So, whether it's her music or anything else or any of the crazy stuff she still does today, I love that woman. Personally love her because of that one moment she had in an interview, which changed so many of the ways I looked at all the things that took place, all the little building blocks in my life. That learned to have the gratitude for my father and for who he was doing his best, knowing that it took him being him to create me being me, which allows my sons to be who they are. Change any one of those things in my life that took place in the past, and it changes everything. So I love Kelwin. I get to be of service now. I get to share my life with other people now. I get to go for motorcycle rides up through the mountains. I get to go enjoy a walk through the sequoia trees. I get to be me as me today, inside this life. And I can tell you horror stories about growing up. But the fact is, in each and every one of those moments, there was a gift. Sometimes I chose to learn the gift back then. And sometimes I have to time travel and shapeshift and learn the gift today in order to heal over what is blocking me from expressing life as me. Makes sense. And you know what? I'm just going on and on and on and on and on, and I could keep going, but I'm going to just take a minute here. I'm going to go back over here and look. We got Betsy. We got, it's so hard to look at them on here. Jane, Carolyn, Philip. I'm going to have to go in and look at all these later because it's Patricia, I did do the prayer, and I've just kept going afterwards. So you're going to have to go in and hear the replay of it. It'll be on my wall in a few minutes, and it's on the Agape International page, and you can go back and see it. But I'll tell you what, it's worth going back for because it just felt really good to be there and doing it. And I love you and look forward to being with you in a minute when I'm done here and you go back to hear the whole prayer. Okay. I like that. Yes, it is okay. And I'm glad you caught the end of it. It's nice to have you here. Much love from New York City to you, too. Much love from L.A. I like it when you spend extra time with us. There you go. Thank you for talking to us. I wish you guys could talk back to me. But hey, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we are going to do the read on the book Spiritual Liberation. And that's just, I'm just doing it on my own. Come on in, tune in. That'll be on Zoom. And that's going to be in a Zoom room. So we're going to be able to talk and have back and forth conversation, which is going to be really nice. And if you have not signed up for the prayer class that starts tomorrow night at Agape, it's pretty amazing. and you may want to take the time to, I'm not going to should you, but you may want to take a minute and sign up for it and come join us. It's 6 steps, 6 weeks. It's gonna be beautiful. It is wonderful already. So, there you go. Hi, John. So anybody coming in now, know that this is the tail end of the call, but you can go back and tail end of the prayer, Facebook prayer, but you can go back and listen to it. I also strongly suggest going back into looking at Reverend Michael's lessons he did yesterday, and go and tune in at the 11 o'clock, because he just kept going and going and going, sort of like I'm doing now. And it was really cool. And it was a powerful message with a powerful feeling to it. Probably why I'm so up today, because I'm, not that I'm not always a little up, but, like that. So, and I'm watching the amount of people in here, and it just keeps staying at 76. Usually they dwindle down. So folks must be really enjoying being on here, or there's something not clicking right on my Facebook. But either way, let me just say this. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Life is lifing. So today, as you move forward through your day, just know, take a breath. Take a breath, come back to this moment now, and know that whose and what you are is the awareness of self inside this one life of God. I love you all. Oh, my goodness, there's going to be so many comments to go through. I'm going to feel so good doing that. So I just want to say peace. Have an absolutely amazing day. And please, if you're around here at noon Pacific time or wherever you are in the world, come on and join us for the meditation. I'm looking forward to facilitating that with all of us then as well. Blessings.